Turn your passion into action. It's so easy to get stuck in the day-to-day, in the things that you think you have to do in order to accelerate and to grow your business. You might even start to feel robotic, doing things that you have to do, checking things off of a list because this is the order in which they happen in business. You feel like the slower you check the boxes, the slower you're making progress, which can be discouraging. You start to question why you're doing this, how you even got to this place. And let me tell you that you can start off by having lots and lots of passion, and your passion can wane. Eating the same meal every day, taking the same route you take every day can feel monotonous and boring, lackluster after a while. So when you talk about maintaining the passion for your business, you have to think about what's the one thing that you have to nurture to maintain your passion. So don't necessarily think about your passion, think about what is it that makes me feel alive every day. I am not feeling alive by doing the same things that I've been doing. So many business gurus out there that tell you you have to focus on this one thing to keep on growing. And while that is true, I think that sometimes it's much more important to nurture your mental health as it relates to business and continue to do things that satiate you on an emotional level rather than just doing things for the sake of growth. Your definition of passion will evolve over time. Your passion may initially look like, how do I get this business up and off of the ground? How do I get people to know that I exist? In business, we all have to do things that we may not like to do. So not every task is going to be considered a task for which you have tons of passion. So don't get confused with thinking that you have to have passion for every little detail in your business. It doesn't work that way. You do, though, have to have an overall passion for your mission. If you don't have passion for that goal, for that end goal, then the day-to-day tasks that are going to help you get there are going to be so destructive to your emotional and psychological well-being that you have to be strong enough to put a stop to it before it happens. So tip number 1 is that your passions may change as your business grows, and that's okay. My tip number 2 is that a lack of continued passion will be destructive to your psychological well-being, your emotional well-being, and to your business. My tip number 3 is to set aside some time, whether it's a couple of hours or a couple of days, to think about what would make you happy in your business. My tip number 4 is to ask yourself why you are doing this. Is your end goal the money, the type of clients you're going to work with, the type of recognition that you'll gain? What is it that truly makes you happy? You need to be able to identify those things. Is the 1 million followers important to you? Is the $1 million important to you? My tip number 5 is that you should have a list of non-negotiables. And in my opinion, number 1 on your list of non-negotiables should be your mental health and well-being. If you feel like you are sacrificing your mental health or well-being at any point during your business journey, you need to stop and go back and change something. If you're afraid to do something or to not do something because of people's opinions, maybe your friends have told you it's a bad idea, nobody would ever buy that product or service, maybe they think that you're doing so great that you should just keep on this trajectory rather than stopping or pivoting, you need to do you. There are too many people trying to give opinions about what to do and what not to do when they're not business owners themselves. Consider who you are taking your advice from. I heard something the other day that was a great reminder that we all have our individual and unique styles. There are tons of lawyers available. There are tons of dentists when we Google them. There are tons of service providers for the same type of service and lots of product deliverers for the same type of product. But people will end up choosing you because of your particular individuality. They like you and will continue to go to you if you serve them well. So at the end of the day, people will have their opinions, but you have to do you. So my tip number 6 is that you can turn your passion into action. Turn your passion into action by thinking about the things that really make you feel alive. Is it being able to pursue any type of creative ideas that you have? Do you have to pivot? Do you have to reconnect with yourself sometimes and figure out what invigorates you? You will have those points in your business journey. Take some time off if you have to. Listen to yourself, and I promise you, you will hear something from the universe that is conspiring to work in your favor if you just allow yourself to be open to listening to your true passions and your true desires. Please don't forget that as you continue to grow and follow your new passions, the right people will follow, and the right people will still be right there where you found them.